Flying for the first time can be exciting, but did you know that 1 in 5 first-time flyers miss their flight due to poor airport navigation? In fact, 60% of travelers admit they feel stressed just before they board. But here's the good news, it doesn't have to be that way. With the right tips and tricks, you can breeze through the airport like a pro and make your first flight an unforgettable experience. In this video, we'll cover everything from sneaky hacks to avoid the chaos at security to packing secrets that will save you time and money. By the end, you'll be ready to conquer the airport with confidence. Stick around to learn the must-know strategies every first-time flyer should have in their back pocket. You'll never look at the airport the same way again. Chapter 1. Unlocking the Airport Maze. Navigating like a pro. When you first enter the airport, everything can feel like a maze. But don't worry, it's easier than it seems. The first step is to follow the signs. Airports are designed to guide you, and signs are usually in bold, easy-to-read fonts. Keep an eye out for signs that say, check-in, security, and gates. A unique strategy is to use the airport's app if available. Many airports, especially major hubs, have mobile apps that include interactive maps. These can help you find your way around, and even provide real-time updates on your flight status. According to a 2022 study, nearly 75% of travelers found these apps helpful in reducing anxiety. When you're near the check-in area, make sure you have your ID and flight details ready to go. It'll speed up the process. And remember, some airlines let you check in online up to 24 hours before your flight. This step will save you time and reduce the stress of lines. Now, the trick is to know where you're going once you pass check-in. Most airports have separate sections for security and gates. Look for a security sign, and from there, follow the directions to your gate. Remember, bigger airports can have long walks between terminals, so don't wait until the last minute to head to your gate. Chapter 2. Packing Secrets. What to carry and what to skip. Packing can make or break your airport experience. For first-time flyers, knowing exactly what to pack and what to leave behind is crucial. The key here is to keep it simple and light. For carry-ons, stick to the essentials: passport, boarding pass, and any medications you might need. Also, pack a water bottle that you can fill after passing through security. This can save you from overpaying for drinks at the airport. An important tip that often gets overlooked: packing snacks. Flights can be long, and food at the airport can be expensive. Pack your favorite snacks in your bag to keep hunger at bay. Just make sure they meet TSA guidelines: no liquids over 3.4 ounces. When it comes to your luggage, remember that most airlines charge fees for checked bags. So, if you can, try to fit everything into a carry-on. A recent survey found that nearly 40% of travelers paid fees for checked luggage in 2021, and it's easy to avoid these costs with smart packing. Don't forget to check the airline's baggage policy before you pack. Each airline has different rules on bag size and weight limits. Overweight luggage can cost you extra fees, and nobody wants that. A good strategy is to weigh your bag before heading to the airport. Lastly, pack your tech gadgets in a way that makes them easy to pull out at security. It's not just about organization, it's also about speed. If you need to take out your laptop or tablet for screening, have it accessible. This will save you time and hassle at the TSA checkpoint. Chapter 3. Security Line Survival. Breeze through TSA. Security can be one of the most intimidating parts of flying for first-timers. But with a little preparation, you'll breeze through TSA like a pro. The first thing to remember is that the security line is all about efficiency. The more prepared you are, the faster you'll move through. Start by wearing shoes that are easy to take off. The TSA requires you to remove them, so avoid complicated shoes with laces or buckles. Slip-on shoes or sandals are perfect for this. Also, keep in mind that you may be asked to take off jackets, belts, or accessories. It's a good idea to dress in layers to make this process easier. Now, when it comes to your carry-on, keep your liquids in a clear, quart-sized bag. TSA limits liquids to 3.4 ounces, so be mindful of what you bring. This rule is pretty strict, and it's easy to forget about small things like lotion or perfume. A helpful tip: As you approach the security line, get ready to remove your electronics from your bag. Laptops, tablets, and cameras often need to be placed in a separate bin. This small step can speed up the process and keep the line moving smoothly. Another pro tip is to follow the TSA pre-check guidelines if you qualify. This program allows you to skip some of the more time-consuming parts of security. If you're a frequent flyer, it might be worth signing up for pre-check to save time. Lastly, remember to stay calm and be patient. TSA lines can get long, but keeping a positive attitude will make the experience more pleasant. According to a 2020 survey by TSA, 87% of travelers reported that they felt safer and more confident when they prepared ahead of time. If you're finding this video helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. You won't want to miss more essential tips to make your travel experience easier. Chapter 4. Boarding Blunders. How to avoid the common mistakes. For first-time flyers, boarding the plane can feel like a race against the clock. But with a few smart strategies, you can avoid common mistakes and board with ease. First, pay close attention to your boarding time. Many people think that the boarding process starts when the flight is scheduled to depart, but it actually begins much earlier. You should be at the gate at least 30 minutes before the boarding process starts, even if you're in a hurry. Remember, the gates sometimes close 10 minutes before takeoff, so arriving early ensures you don't miss the call. A survey by Airlines for America in 2021 revealed that nearly 1 in 5 passengers miss their flights due to poor timing. Next, make sure you're ready to board when your group is called. Keep your boarding pass in hand and have your ID ready to show. If you're not sure which group you're in, check the airline's app or the signs at the gate. Airlines typically call groups based on seat classes, economy, business, or first class, so knowing your group number will save you time. Another common mistake is not paying attention to the boarding announcement. Airports can be noisy, and you might not hear your flight being called. To stay ahead, use the airline's app to track real-time updates. You'll get notifications when it's time to board, ensuring you never miss a step. If you're traveling with carry-on luggage, be aware of overhead bin space. If you wait until the last minute to board, you may have to check your carry-on at the gate. It's always best to board early to ensure you can keep your bag with you. Lastly, take a deep breath and remain calm. Boarding can feel chaotic, but staying collected will make the entire process easier. Take a moment to double-check your seat, and if you're not sure, don't hesitate to ask a flight attendant. As travel expert Rick Steves says, a little planning goes a long way towards smooth travel. Chapter 5. Airport Hacks. Secret Lounges and Free Perks. Airports aren't just for waiting around. There are plenty of hidden gems that can make your experience more comfortable. Did you know that some airports offer free access to lounge areas for certain ticket holders or loyalty members? Even if you're not flying first class, check your airline's website to see if you can access any lounges or premium seating areas. You'd be surprised how many airports offer quiet spots to relax, especially during long layovers. Another lesser-known airport hack is taking advantage of free Wi-Fi. Many airports now offer free Wi-Fi, but some require you to sign up or watch an advertisement to gain access. According to a 2019 study by Airports Council International, 75% of travelers consider free Wi-Fi a priority when choosing an airport. If you're looking for a meal but don't want to spend a fortune, some airports have surprisingly good food options at lower prices, particularly in local food courts. Keep an eye out for food trucks or independent stands. They're often more affordable than the chain restaurants in terminal areas. Also, many airports have free or low-cost amenities that you can take advantage of, like charging stations and water refill stations. It's easy to overlook these small conveniences, but they can make a huge difference when you're traveling for hours. According to a 2020 survey, 45% of travelers cited charging stations as one of the most important amenities. Don't forget about the little-known perks that come with your airline membership. If you're a frequent flyer, many airlines offer access to priority lanes, discounts, and even priority boarding. Always check if you're eligible for any of these benefits to make your airport experience even better. Lastly, some airports offer wellness services like massages, sleep pods, or yoga rooms. It's worth checking ahead of time to see if your airport has any of these unique offerings. Trust us, a quick massage before your flight can make all the difference. Chapter 6. The Waiting Game. How to Kill Time Like a Jet Setter. We've all been there, waiting for a delayed flight or just killing time between connections. Instead of watching the clock tick away, why not use that time productively? One smart move is to find a quiet spot and get some work done, especially if you're on a business trip. Many airports have workstations with power outlets, and some even have free Wi-Fi. If you'd rather relax, grab a book or listen to a podcast. Airports often have relaxing corners where you can sit back, put on your headphones, and tune out the noise. In fact, studies show that the average traveler spends about 1.5 hours in the airport before their flight departs. That's plenty of time to dive into a new book or catch up on your favorite podcast. For those who prefer to explore, take a walk around the terminal. Many airports are home to unique shops or exhibits, and it's easy to miss these little gems when you're in a rush. Take a moment to browse a bookstore or check out an art display. It's a great way to pass the time. If you have a longer layover, look for special attractions within the airport, like mini museums or free events. For example, Singapore's Changi Airport has a butterfly garden, a movie theater, and even a rooftop swimming pool. Airports are starting to offer more and more experiences to keep travelers entertained. Another way to pass the time is by chatting with fellow travelers. Airports are full of interesting people, and you never know who you might meet. You might pick up a few travel tips or learn about a hidden gem in your destination city. Finally, make sure to stretch your legs if you've been sitting for a while. Some airports have walking tracks, and even if they don't, just walking around can help you feel more energized. A quick stroll through the terminal can work wonders for your mood and body. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Traveling smarter starts here. Safe travels.